There was a time when this plant sat proudly on dinner tables, when children were taught its value, when grandparents trusted it to nourish their families. Then, almost overnight, it was called a problem, not because it was harmful, but because it grew too well, too freely, without anyone's permission. Yet this weed might be one of the most powerful, nutrient-packed foods your grandparents never feared, nor would you want to. Stay with me. Its story is about to change everything you thought you knew. Meet the dandelion, Taraxacum officinale, the plant your grandparents quietly relied on. It grew everywhere, in backyards, open fields, along fences, even in cracks in the pavement. To older generations, it was never a nuisance. It was a friend, a hidden pantry. Its leaves were tossed into salads or brewed into nourishing teas. Its roots became coffee substitutes or gentle tonics. Its bright yellow flowers weren't just pretty, they were edible, adding sweetness and color to meals. Before colorful bags of chemicals lined store shelves, nature had already provided. Every part of this plant had a purpose. Every bite had a benefit. It was abundant, free, and trusted. Imagine wandering barefoot in your grandmother's yard, watching her harvest leaves with quiet care, knowing the soil and sun had provided everything your family needed. That's the kind of wisdom modern life has almost forgotten, but it's still here, waiting. The dandelion isn't just a weed, it's a reminder. Sometimes the most overlooked things are the ones that can nourish us the most. And the good news? You don't need permission to bring it back to your table. Leaves, roots, flowers. Every part has a story and a use, ready to reconnect you to the food your ancestors trusted. By the 20th century, the humble dandelion, once a trusted friend in the kitchen and medicine cabinet, began to vanish from backyards and fields. It wasn't outlawed, never illegal, but it was quietly pushed aside. Why? Because tastes, priorities, and profits shifted. Lawn culture was on the rise. Perfect, uniform green grass became the symbol of status, order, and pride. Gardens and yards were no longer spaces for abundance, they were canvases for aesthetic control. Anything that refused to conform, anything that grew freely without permission, was labeled a weed. Dandelions, with their cheerful yellow flowers and tenacious roots, couldn't be tamed easily. And so, they were actively discouraged, sprayed, and removed. This wasn't just about plants, it was about perception. Knowledge about natural food and medicine, passed down through generations, was slowly replaced by convenience and appearances. Lawn care manuals replaced grandmother's herbal wisdom. Chemical fertilizers, herbicides, and pesticides replaced observation, patience, and respect for nature's pantry. The truth is simple. Lawns may have looked nice, but they were empty. Grass may have been uniform, but it couldn't nourish. And a plant that gives freely, without asking for money, without demanding attention, rarely gets advertised. Its value is invisible to those who only see what can be controlled, bought and sold. Think about it. The dandelion offered leaves for salads, roots for teas and tonics, flowers for syrups and treats. It was abundant, free, and resilient. It grew wherever the soil and sun allowed, teaching an unspoken lesson about resourcefulness and connection to the land. Yet, in the name of control and profit, these lessons were pushed aside. Here's the takeaway. The dandelion didn't disappear. Because it was bad, it disappeared. Because it refused to fit into a system built for convenience, profit, and appearance. Nature's pantry was too generous, too easy, too free. And when something feeds you without asking for money, it rarely gets advertised. The story of the dandelion is a reminder. The wisdom of the past is still here, hidden in plain sight. The foods that were once essential to survival didn't vanish, they were just overlooked. And today, reconnecting with them isn't just a curiosity, it's reclaiming a heritage of nourishment, resilience, and freedom from dependence on the systems that once told us to look away. Picture a crisp spring morning. The sun is just rising over the fields, casting a golden glow over dew-speckled grass. Your grandparents are outside, bending gently over the soil, their hands moving with practiced ease. In their palms, they hold the tender young leaves of dandelions, bright, fresh, and full of life. There's no rush, just a quiet rhythm passed down through generations. These leaves, once plucked, would be washed, chopped, and boiled like spinach. They were added to soups, stews, and casseroles, quietly enriching every meal with vitamins, minerals, and resilience. During lean seasons, when grocery stores were far away or money was tight, this simple plant became a lifeline. It helped families stretch meals, turning a modest pot of soup into a nourishing feast. The flowers weren't overlooked either. They were transformed into syrups, teas, or even simple garnishes that brightened a plate and lifted spirits. The roots were roasted into a coffee substitute or boiled into tonics, offering gentle sustenance when energy was low. Every part of the dandelion had a purpose, a use, a reason to be valued. Older generations didn't need glossy labels or trendy health claims. They trusted the plant because they had lived it. They had seen firsthand how it survived harsh winters, poor soil, and drought, and yet returned every spring, abundant and ready to feed. It was reliable, generous, and unpretentious. In a world where scarcity and uncertainty were common, the dandelion was a quiet assurance that nature had provided. This trust wasn't just about nutrition, it was about survival, ingenuity, and respect for what the earth gives freely. Wars, recessions, and lean seasons tested families, but the dandelion stood ready, a humble ally that never asked for anything in return. It reminded them that abundance could exist outside of money and markets. Imagine being a child beside your grandparents, learning these lessons, that some of the most valuable things in life are free, that resilience comes from understanding and using what's around you, and that a simple leaf can hold generations of wisdom. That's why this plant was never feared, never underestimated. It was a trusted companion, woven into the fabric of daily life, a teacher of patience, resourcefulness, and gratitude. The lesson for us today is clear. Reconnecting with this plant isn't just about nutrition. It's about remembering the wisdom of those who came before us, and realizing that some of the most powerful solutions have always been quietly growing under our feet. Now that we've rediscovered the dandelion story, let's talk about what makes it truly special at the table: its nutrition. Dandelion greens, the tender young leaves you might remember from gardens or past harvests, are naturally packed with vitamins and minerals. They are rich in vitamins A, C, and K, supporting general health and well-being, and provide minerals like calcium and potassium, which contribute to strong bones, heart health, and everyday vitality. Traditionally, these leaves have been enjoyed as a leafy green, much like spinach, added to soups, stews, or lightly sautéed for a gentle, slightly bitter flavor that complements many meals. The flowers and roots are edible too. Flowers can add a splash of color to salads or be made into simple syrups, while roots have historically been roasted or boiled for a warm, earthy beverage. Every part of the plant carries a little bit of nature's nourishment. It's important to be safe when bringing dandelions into your diet, especially for older adults or anyone managing health conditions. Only harvest from areas that are free from chemicals, pesticides, or pollutants. Always wash leaves, flowers, and roots thoroughly to remove any dirt or residues. If you are taking medications or have a health condition, it's wise to consult a healthcare professional before making significant changes to your diet. This ensures that the addition of any new food is safe and beneficial. It's also crucial to remember, dandelions are not a medicine or a cure for any disease. They are a wholesome, natural food that can complement a balanced diet and support general wellness. Their value lies in their nutrient density, accessibility, and history as a trusted part of daily meals, especially during times when fresh, homegrown food mattered most. In short, dandelions are more than just a weed. They are a reminder that nutrition doesn't always come from expensive or exotic foods. Sometimes, the most reliable, nutrient-rich options grow quietly in the soil under our feet. Incorporating dandelion greens into meals is a way to honor tradition, reconnect with nature, and enjoy simple, wholesome nourishment safely, thoughtfully, and deliciously. The lesson here is timeless. Good food doesn't need a label, a price tag, or a trendy hype. It just needs a little attention, care, and respect. And the dandelion has been offering that quietly, freely, for generations. Even after decades of being called a nuisance, the dandelion still thrives. Step outside in spring, and you'll see it. Bright yellow flowers poking through lawns, sidewalks, and cracks in the pavement. It doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't rely on fancy fertilizers or careful tending. Somehow, it finds a way to survive, persist, and return year after year. For seniors, this resilience carries a deeper meaning. Life has a way of pushing us, of trimming, mowing, or crowding us into corners. Yet, like the dandelion, we can endure. We can keep growing, finding light and nourishment in unexpected places. The plant's persistence is a quiet reminder. Some things were designed to endure, no matter how often they're pushed aside. The dandelion doesn't just survive. It thrives where others might give up. Its roots are long and strong, anchoring it even in harsh conditions. Its seeds float on the wind, finding new soil to take hold. There's a lesson here for all of us. Resilience is not about avoiding challenges. It's about staying grounded, spreading hope, and returning stronger each time. This enduring plant also teaches patience. It doesn't rush. It grows at its own pace, in its own time. And yet, when the season comes, it shows up, vibrant, bright, and full of life. Seniors know the value of timing and patience in ways younger generations might overlook. The dandelion reminds us that persistence isn't loud or flashy. It's quiet, consistent, and ultimately powerful. Its presence in our yards and gardens is a symbol of hope and continuity. Just as the dandelion returns every spring, so too can we find renewal, no matter the seasons we've endured. Life may push us down, but like this humble plant, we can rise again, nourished by experience, rooted in strength, and ready to bloom in unexpected places. This is more than a story about a plant. It's a story about life. It's about finding strength in overlooked places, embracing endurance, and understanding that the simplest things often carry the deepest lessons. Every dandelion that springs from a crack or edge of a lawn carries a message. Resilience is natural. Abundance can appear in the least expected spaces. And some gifts, like hope, wisdom, and life itself, were always meant to endure. So, as you watch these bright yellow blooms appear year after year, remember the quiet lesson they bring. Like the dandelion, you too have the capacity to endure, to thrive, and to return, no matter how often life tries to push you aside. It's a reminder that resilience is built into us, just as it is in the plants around us, and that nature has always been quietly teaching us the art of perseverance. The beauty of the dandelion is in its simplicity. Young leaves can be lightly cooked, just like spinach, or added fresh to salads for a subtle, earthy flavor. The bright yellow flowers were historically used in teas or even fritters, adding color, mild sweetness, and a touch of tradition to the table. Roots, often dried and roasted, were part of everyday meals in the past, not for health claims, but because nothing went to waste. This isn't a trend. It's a return to the wisdom of our grandparents. A gentle reminder that some of the best solutions have always grown quietly in nature. Pause for a moment and reflect. Your generation, and those before you, had a way of listening to the land. Every plant had a purpose. Nothing was wasted. Food didn't need fancy packaging, trendy labels, or flashy advertisements to be trusted. Dandelions, with their leaves, flowers, and roots, were everyday companions in the kitchen and garden. Remembering this isn't just nostalgia, it's honoring a time when knowledge, resourcefulness, and care guided daily life. That connection to nature, to rhythm, and to wisdom is still within reach, waiting to be recognized and appreciated. Now, let's bring this closer to home. Did your parents or grandparents ever cook dandelion greens? Can you recall other plants they used to eat that we often overlook today? Would you like to hear more stories like this about the foods, traditions, and lessons that quietly shaped generations? These small reflections are more than memories. They are a bridge between the past and the present, inviting conversation, shared wisdom, and community. As we wrap up, consider this. They called it a weed, but it fed generations. It endured lawns, chemicals, and neglect. Yet every spring, it returns, bright, resilient, and generous. Maybe, just maybe, some wisdom deserves the same treatment, remembered, honored, and brought back into our lives. This humble plant is more than food. It's a symbol of continuity, resilience, and the quiet power of tradition. If this story touched you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to the Evergreen Seniors. where old knowledge still has roots together. We can rediscover the foods, the stories, and the lessons that have quietly sustained generations, and in doing so, bring a little of that enduring wisdom back into our own lives.